my money ready. It's a crazy world, and I need that money ready.
Welcome back to Houston Life. The end of a relationship or marriage is never easy, and the process of divorce can seem daunting and isolating for many women who are faced with it.
But our next guests are hoping to change that by offering what they call the Guide to Good Divorce. They are hosting a seminar tomorrow in Houston, but first they are sharing some of their professional knowledge with us. Please welcome Trey Yates, Molly Ward. Welcome to you both. It's great meeting you.
Thank you.
And this is something we were chatting during the break, just the high rates of divorce. Trey, what is the rate of divorce in Harris County?
In Harris County, it's about 60%. And then if you have a child with special needs, it jumps up to 85%.
Wow. And that is because of the stress of having a child that needs extra attention.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the lack of resources available. You know, when you have a child with special needs, it can be a 24/7 job. And it gets in the way of all other aspects of life, including your marriage.
There are so many factors that go into divorce. And talk about a consequential time in life. You were saying, Trey, that a divorce can be the biggest business decision you make in your life. But Molly, for a lot of people who are emotionally just overwhelmed, offline, tapped out, how can they think clearly?
Yeah, right. It's such a difficult season, and it usually is the largest financial transaction of their life. So attending something like Guide to Good Divorce, making sure they're taking care of themselves so they can make good decisions with this huge life decision.
Well, I love the title of the seminar because good and divorce are not two words that are usually strung together. What was the idea behind this? I mean, when did you guys get this idea to say, okay, people really need help navigating this?
Well, I've been getting divorced every day of my life for the past 40 years. So in about 2011, I started seeing that the traditional model for my clients, which are largely women, was not working. And so I came up with this idea of a more holistic approach to the process of divorce. So what we try to do is when you're terrified, right? When you're getting ready to jump out of that plane, right? You're at the edge of the unknown. But when you jump out, then it's a wonderful ride down. And so what we talk about is that, like anything else, divorce is a legal process. You have to be conscious through all of it. You need advice from certified family law attorneys, divorce financial experts, and then we transition around noon at the seminar to talk about wellness, life skills. You and I have been married for 20 years. We decided to get a divorce. Our friends don't want both of us at the dinner party, right?
Right.
So one of us is going to stay home alone, which gives you a temptation then to over-medicate sometimes, become isolated. So this is not a time for you to put the covers over your head and hope that it goes away.
And we're seeing some things on the screen right now that will be addressed at this seminar. Molly, the first step of asking for help, I think, or I can imagine for many women, might be the most difficult step. And when it comes to attending a seminar like this, maybe someone out there has been in a relationship they know needs to come to an end.
Yes.
I mean, how do they take that first step? Because we know that women are disproportionately affected when it comes to a financial side of a marriage split.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we've seen so many hardworking moms. They are opening the door to a new life that they've never, ever dreamed of. And so they're opening the door to a new financial life. And so it's really helpful for them to see, are they really going to be in a desperate financial situation? What about their income? Their husband, that's what we call ex-husband, is no longer going to be around. What about income? What's the best asset for them? What about their house? What about their kids' lifestyle?
Can I keep the house? Can the kids stay in private school? It goes on and on and on. And the laws for, the laws around divorce for women are not very favorable in this state. So they go in with the odds against them, and they are disproportionately more at risk to have to change a lifestyle. And these are real issues,
Right. Real issues.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oddly enough, at a certain age, we call it the graying of divorce. At a certain age, it's women that actually file for divorce. He's been on the sofa for 20 years and doesn't want to move, and she's like, hey, I'm going to be living until I'm 96 or 100. I want to do things,
I gotta go.
right?
Yeah, I want to
So
go.
even knowing that her lifestyle is going to change dramatically, life is going to look different, but what we try to talk about is that life is also better beyond this.
Yeah, there's also an opportunity opportunity to network with other people going through what you're going
It's
through?
only for women. The seminar is only for women. We do have male interlopers every once in a while, and so we have to do an triage to get them out of the room. But yeah, and it's an intimate setting so that they're able to see each other, because one of the tenets is making new community.
Okay.
I think the idea that this is a new beginning, Molly, you were saying that this is a new financial beginning, but also I think remembering that this is an opportunity out there. I mean, so many people are afraid of divorce, or they put it off, or they say, I should have done this years ago. And I'm really glad that you're doing what you're doing. I imagine the feedback has been great so far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a real transformation. I mean, women are coming in the door and they're looking down. You can see their hands are shaking, but by the time they leave, they're breathing.
And we can watch them network with each
Yes.
other. You know, total strangers looking at across, seeing the pain in each other's eyes, has a way for women to bond. And it's beautiful from our perspective to watch that happen.
Well, we're glad from our perspective that you're doing it. That's why we want to remind people. Well, first we want to thank you, Trey Yates and Molly Ward. Thank you so much. And we want to remind our viewers that divorce seminar happens tomorrow at St. Regis Hotel, and it's St. Regis Houston Hotel. Learn more online. You can visit you can visit guidetogooddivorce.com.
Yeah, guidetogooddivorce.com. There you can visit the registration page, sign up online today, or if you prefer to pay cash at the door, you can call 713-999-8626 to make a reservation. And remember, people, it's all going to be okay. I think it's fantastic, really, what you're doing.
Thank you.
All right.
Great reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.